Well, I had no doubt that I would be able to get enough Castle Panic in Munchkin Panic. So when I started designing Munchkin Panic, I really started off with how do I get as much Munchkin influence in the game? And it's really just started off feeling like you were playing Munchkin on the Castle Panic board. I had levels, I had equipping, there was unlimited negotiation. You could bump the monsters up to an unlimited amount, and we were going to use color forms that you could use to bump those monsters up. That's the one piece that I really wish I was able to keep in, because I loved having those color forms and how that felt, you know, to physically be bumping those monsters up. We had cards also, like in Munchkin, that allowed you to beef up either side. So it was a card that allowed you to help monsters, or allowed you to further attack the monsters or help someone else attack the monsters. And those cards, they work for Munchkin, but they got so complicated for Munchkin Panic. I saw a lot of analysis paralysis when people would hit those cards. I was like, oh, what do I do with this? You know, and so I finally just had to make the decision that, you know, cards do one thing or another, and that really helped to streamline the play a lot. And most of my iterations had too much Munchkin in it, and especially every time we played with Castle Panic players, they wanted more, you know, they didn't like the curses, you know, they wanted a more cooperative feel, so I really had to dial down the Munchkin so that the Castle Panic fans would enjoy the game and make sure that they could enjoy the game, which is why I decided to put in the More Munchkin mini expansion. So, you know, people after my own heart wanted to have more backstabbing and more of that Munchkinness in it, you have the ability to do that. And so it's a game that scales the amount of backstabbing that you have in it. So hopefully that'll please both the Castle Panic players who might want less Munchkin, and satisfy the Munchkin players who want as much backstabbing as possible. And one of the things I'm really excited about with the More Munchkin mini expansion is that it takes away the requirement to protect the castle towers. You know, if you're in the lead, you may want to help those monsters take down those towers so that you can become the Master Munchkin as fast as possible. So very excited to see what Legacy Munchkin players think of that change in the game. So I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun process.